Alright guys, so for today I have a very special deck for you because there was like a big tournament with close to 600 players and this one was the only interesting deck in like top 64 and the only deck I think we didn't showcase. Like most it was Vivi, Mono Red and some like omniscient stuff. So you've seen all of this. However, this one is something really fun and very unique. And if you are curious about the diamond thing, I have some really cool story for you. You want to hear it, believe me, because it will blow your mind when I said. But that later in the video. For now, we are against probably Orzhov Sephiroth deck. Probably the one we showcased yesterday, to be honest. If they have one miner, that's exactly the same build. One of the cool things about showcasing you those decks is that at some point you literally remember every card in every deck and you remember what the version was from, you know? So for now we are ramping. We'll probably ill-timed explosion, try to sweep. If that's the version I'm thinking, so far everything matches. And we'll probably lose the Overlord, but maybe we can sweep. So it's looking really nice. They will still get those 2 tokens, and we will take a ton of that. We are close to that, by the way. You think 18? I think like 6, you know? I'm not exactly sure, but it feels closer to 6. And do we want to bounce something? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. They will get the miner trick. Oh man, this is so annoying. Okay, I need to think about it. And we need to sweep, but then they trigger this, they target us, and then the miner happens. Oh, that's so bad. But we can just bounce it later, I guess. Okay, so what we need to do... I'm sorry, we will pay life. Let's go for this. We keep the coolest lands ever. And we need to sweep for what? 2 damage. 2 damage total. No blue, so a cavern is not needed. This is good enough. They will have 2 creatures. They will deal tons of damage. Right? I think it triggers the miner. Even though the effects like go at the same time, the triggers from Blood Witch go after the board died. So the miner is already in the graveyard, and then they can take it back. Yeah. No, 1. There's 1. Okay. That's fine. I was like, do we have more? Resolve all. So yeah. As you can see, killing this board is kind of devastating. Remember when I said I'm thinking more about 6? Well, here you go. Here you go. I think we'll bounce the miner, man. This is getting terrifying. But Marang can kill all the tokens, so I'm kind of hopeful, honestly. Is it worth to save? Oh yeah, definitely. They will replay it. It's not a big deal for them because they have spare mana probably. But yeah, and guys, I honestly want to see your reaction when you see the stats of my run to Diamond. Like this is way more than I expected, and you will know exactly why. Man. Oh man, this is so awkward. We can block the miner, kill those tokens, and take 1 damage, which means that any one of those kills us. We could also go Esper Origins, then we block this. We go to 5 and then to 2. This is better. This is better because we can play the land on this turn. Fenrir is actually kinda nice. Is it? Is it? No, we need something better. And this will be kinda hard. I'm not sure if we can win this, but man, this will be so close. Let's go blue mana just in case. And listen. Game is kinda freaking close. This is what happens when they go to this board state, you know? We have to go for the miner because it's the most damage. Maybe they cannot trigger it back, that would be sweet. Oh, okay. Guys, we are getting somewhere with this. We could try to go for Smuggler surprise, but if we miss, that's probably game. So we can go Marang. Bounce those 2 and then double block. It's something. Then we get the Overlord for the next turn. I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. This is probably the safest option because the rest can be very sketchy. And we also get more mana. We cannot pay. You can pay life technically, but I think you really don't want to. I was this close to clicking it, by the way. And we cannot attack because the Gorehound has Menace. Well, I guess we could, but it's only 4 damage, so shouldn't matter super crazy much. Alright, they got something like Sephiroth. Oh! What? We are going first, and I will tell you the story. I promise. This can go to the graveyard. It's basically a free card this way. We'll ramp very quickly, Smuggler Surprise, and try to hit the good stuff. Mono green landfall. We probably want to Abrade something. And now a very interesting situation, because you can Abrade the elf to prevent the mana, or you can wait until they play the big stuff and kill the big stuff. Because we have very good tempo, I will go for it. I'm not sure if that's the best play. This is the play we will make, because hopefully you can ramp so hard that our opponent will just get overrun. That's the game plan, we'll see if it works. And if you are curious about, let's go for this, we definitely need to pay life. And we want to start with Overlord, then it flips faster. If you are curious about my diamond run, the deck is not a surprise. The day that I consistently say that is the best deck for ranking up, and we proved it once again, Boros aggro. But when I show you the results, probably somewhere here, it will blow your freaking mind. In 20 games, I believe I lost 2 games. This is 90% win rate. I basically won every single game from Platinum 3 to Diamond 4. One after another. I don't remember how long I played, but it felt like 1 or 2 hours. You have the stats here, so you probably know, and I don't, even though I played it. So this is the type of power you get being a very good aggro player, because I outplayed a lot of players, to be honest, and I stole games I know I was supposed to lose. So this is the type of results that you get then. 90% win rate. So yeah. Here we are. Just wanted to show you this, so you know what's up. We're trying to keep it real. So I think we go Regent, honestly. They have flyers, this life gains, buys us a ton of time, and also makes this a little bit harder to attack. Of course, yes, they have the Beastbinder, but if they disable this, we still can block the elf, and that also means that the next creature will go through, and we can play the Tyrant basically on the next turn. So then we can, you know, try to life gain, maybe draw some cards, we'll see. So yeah, I just wanted to show you those results, because listen, like normal you should get around 60% win rate, maybe 56, something like this. I usually consistently get like 70, including like up to Mythic run, but this with 90, it just felt like going full god mode, man. And this is what I'm saying when I say that Boros is the best laddering deck, and you know. And no, I did not enjoy it one bit, but, you know, it is what it is. So, do we go for the Smuggler Surprise? We can get 2 creatures. It's pretty decent. I think we do, which means we pay life. We will get some of it back. Our opponent has blue mana, but I won't be playing around counter spells. Even though maybe we should. This will be very, very close. If I've seen Drunet version, I mean, they must play Drunet, to be honest. They just didn't draw it. Like, this is the best Simi card. This is okay. This is actually fine, because that means hopefully no counter spell, especially if they attack with elves. They only have this mutagenic something. I don't remember the name. The clothing. The clothing. They want to play some... Okay, this is good. They skip on 1 damage. The Beastbinder will be a pain, but we can deal with it. And our opponent is like, something is fishy here. And they're right. Something is indeed very, very fishy. We could also save the Regent, but that's not the case. Fully tapped, 2 creatures, and this is our moment to shine. This is actually the moment to go for the full game. We need to do something really glorious right now. I think we still have the island, so let's take it. Sometimes you need some blue mana on this one. And I don't think we can block. Please, can I block it? I'm not reading it, I'm just clicking it until it works. So let's go for the Tyrant. The blocks aren't as impressive as I hoped for. But you know, it's something. It's a start. It is a start. We get the counter on the next play as well. Maybe we go Esper Origins. I believe we have a mountain, so it's untapped. Alright, we want to play something that triggers the Tyrant. I will go with double Overlord, because this will be so much mana that If we hit like Smuggler Surprise, we can literally play all of the modes. This is a very good draw. This is a good draw. I think we just play it then. Alright, we got some cards, we got some extra power, we got absolutely incredible amount of ramp. And some life gain, so hopefully we can survive. This is a good attack. I mean, this will... I mean, we cannot really attack with it. They will disable Tyrant, so it's the last moment to use it. And we won't be drawing cards, that's why we need all of this pressure. But one Overlord will flip, the second one is already summoned by our spells. Sentinel is okay, nothing that changes the situation too much, and the stats on this are like too little for now to attack. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with it, man. I really want to win this game. We're close, but we're not there yet. But we're looking kinda strong. I have to say, like, Beastbinder is a card that keeps proving more and more annoying as the game goes. But as you can see, they only deal 2 damage, so single Esper Origins basically nullifies their whole turn. Sure, they disable the creatures, but what more? They still need to kill us. And this deck doesn't have crazy tricks. They actually need to win on board. And our board is incredibly better. We are also drawing cards with Fenrirs. So I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I think they need the Space Dragon. I think this is the only card that can save them. Because Space Dragon in like 2 or 3 turns can actually like outscale us super hard. So they're probably trying to find it. They can use this to make it a 3-3, so it puts 3 counters on the first turn. Fights, annoying, but okay, but not as annoying as this draw. When you have this one card, man. Guys, why my Tyrant isn't disabled? Well, that's a blunder. And by the way, remember when I said that we'll have tons of mana? Look how much it gives you. Suddenly you are doing 2 extra cards on this turn, potentially even 3. And then you can hit this. However, do we want to already go for it? We might miss and waste our best card in the deck. So I think we're not ready. We'll spend 1 turn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, please. Oh, those 2 cards were more than this deck has in 60 cards. Like, those 2 cards actually win the whole board. So we play this for the next turn. And what do we go for? We cannot die on this turn. We win on the next one. I will only go with Trampler. The rest stays as Louis. Man, I have to say, this is such a fun game. Like, I'm having a blast. Like, whenever a game goes into like longer form, when you have decisions, you need to plan like 2 turns in in advance, it does feel so much more satisfying to win or even to lose, because you have something to work with, you know. When I played StarCraft like super hardcore, every time I lost, I went to my replay and I decided I will find mistake that made me lose. And I did it until I hit like super high masters, and it was like very high league back then. So let's go for this. We want to sweep 4 damage on everything. Right? We could go for 3. No, let's go for 4. If we can, yep, we can. I know we are missing some stuff, but we are outscaling them incredibly hard, so we don't really need to sweat it. As you can see, we can just play this. Yep, our opponent is super... I need a good game before they scoop. And this was such a cool game. And as you can see, once you sweep, they don't have anything to do really. So we swing for... Oh, that's already lethal. I was just preparing for a serious lethal with hexproof on my creatures, but we actually won already. And let's see what the matchup is. Oh, I'll tell you, this is a really good matchup for our shenanigans. And do we go for Origins? No. The answer, surprisingly, is no, because you kind of want to make sure that you can bounce the target of an aura. And if they stall, hopefully you can get... Oh my god. Well, I regret some choices, but I did not play around triple scavenger. That's kinda freaking wild. However, we can still go for Esper Origins on this turn. We just need 1 point of mana. I mean, it's a land for the next turn into Consult. We might shuffle the library. But I mean, what can we do about it? We still need a land. I'll take it. A little bit risky here. Like against triple scavenger, we are not in great spot. If you draw ill-timed explosion, it's super easy spot. But here, you know, I think we have to bounce it. Let's buy some time. This was a full turn for them. And of course, when they attack, they put the counter and potentially even draw cards. So we don't want this to happen. I think we go Dragon Man. Not sure how we play this. I think for now Esper Origins, because it can potentially ramp us. How do you work? I still don't remember exactly. And then put the... You don't really reveal it, right? Oh, you do reveal it. We definitely don't want it. Don't want to reveal it. But we have to. Well, that sucks. Not the craziest part. The fact that we revealed it is ridiculously important for our opponent. Now they actually know everything we'll do on the next turn. And they can prepare. As you can see, they stopped playing creatures. Just pure magic. However, what they don't know... I think they might have Indestructible effect. Which means we'll change our strategy. Now we can play like this. This is 6 mana. Because, see, the fact that they've seen this card made them play completely differently, and now we need to switch our whole game plan based on them seeing this one card. Look how much it changed the game. If they didn't see it, they would just keep playing spells, not leave the mana, we sweep, we win. But here, it actually went completely the other way, literally because they had this information. That shows you how much, showing a card to your opponent can change situation. Do they want to attack? There might be some shenanigans. I don't know how much instants they have, to be honest. Oh boy. Well, this is terrifying. This hard counters our Tyrant. At least we have a flyer, so that's massive. This deck usually plays the flight thing for 2 mana that draws a card. So this probably will be first strike, double strike, triple strike, flying, vigilance, lifelink, you know, this kind of stuff. It will be a creature. But for now we are okay. And see, suddenly they started playing creatures. They realized that we are not sweeping. And now we sweep. Because now they didn't leave the mana. And now we win. I'm kind of surprised they went for it, to be honest. This is a really bad play. And we can go for 4 and the land. Land is great, but we don't need it. Now we sweep everything, we swing and we win. See how important it is to manage the information that your opponent has? I mean, listen, on the draw, we have a braid, so it's not so bad, right? I think we start with Commercial District, because of course this one is always tapped. We already have ramp. This is a solid card, but we need some real bangers with like Smuggler Surprise, you know, maybe Calamity, something like this, like something we don't have already in the hand. And our opponent is like, bro, what you playing? And then we're like, I'm not sure, man. Rest in pieces. All right. Well, this doesn't really affect us at all. So that was a good one for us. This is a mountain, so this will be untapped. Very, very nice. Which means I will tap. I don't think we need a Braid on this turn. Even if there's something that we can hit, we can probably do it later. And I don't want to risk a tap land on future turns, nor losing life. So that was a conscious decision. Probably we will go with Overlord first. Oh! Okay, this changes things. That's the first, like, meaningful card. Okay, so this is like a Boros control. Very different strategy. I expected they will be playing creatures, to be honest. I guess Rest in Peace is, you know, a bit of a tell that they're going for the longer game. But I've seen aggro deck just being frustrated with reanimators, and they main deck this. So, you know, we go for this, and now we have some solid plays. Is this the Overlord for damage? Nope, it's just Fenrir, so we can ramp, get our dose a little bit better. Don't forget, every time you take the basic from your deck... Bro, this should be Artifact. I was this close to casting it, but unfortunately we cannot. The munitions will be incredible pain. And they are tokens, so they trigger the Caretaker's talent, and this was the missing piece, but fortunately, okay, this is huge, Before they can do anything and play the land, we are killing it. Destroy. That's a huge play, because I think they didn't play the land, so they can play the land, we cannot answer to it, and then when we try to kill it, they can sacrifice this and, you know, do stuff and get a 3-3. You know, pretty big deal, honestly. So I'm pretty happy with this Abrade. That was a massive difference. Now maybe we can go over the problem with Boros, like control munition. It's mostly like super low to the ground, right? It's not like a full-blown control. Because after the talent and rest in peace, I started to think, I think this is the Overlord turn. I think we have to go for it. Which means we go for this, we go for the big version. We're not getting any value, but at least we push some damage. So after seeing this and the talent, I thought it's like this old school, like, you know, Helix, you know, like long-term maybe Quintorius deck or something. But if that's a manufacturing deck, it's all like between 1 and 3 mana basically. And they use the talent to draw cards with munitions, of course. So, you know, kind of rough one so far. I think we start with... Wait, we can play the Tapland on this turn. Yeah, if we don't draw anything new, it will be a Tapland. Sure. Do we want Esper Origins? It could be a good play on this turn, but it's probably not worth discarding just for it. Okay, so we go Fenrir, then we play the Tapland. We get basically nearly all lands from the deck, at least basics. So, you know... We get over, we have some stuff going, but this Esper Origins needs to do a lot of work. And I have to say, I'm still getting surprised how incredible this card is. Maybe we can make a control with this. The problem is that it's a sorcerer, right? Oh my god. Okay, I think that's it. Battlefront hitting 2 cards they needed is probably too much. Like this Legion Extruder is the nail in the coffin, you know? Yeah, this might be so hard to beat. Especially that we kind of have no value. However, if we get very good draws, there still might be some hope. And we get the land, which is nice. Okay, first we go for this and we see if there's... I mean, Marang is such a good deal. Oh. I'm forced to, guys. After all the roasting on Mono Red for missing plays, I need to highlight it so my opponents see my absolute shame, and we needed to oops. I think I oopsed. Yes, I did. Alright, let's go for this one. I should play it after the attack, but I think it doesn't really matter too much. So, of course, we'll make a land, eat a token, and kinda go with Marang from now. You know, if our opponent doesn't add to this board, of course we are in a great situation, but oh boy, they will add to this board so much. Oh, and whenever you see a big number on those tokens, you know that your time is up. I wonder how they sacrifice it. I think the Star Cage is one of the best ways to do it, right? It doesn't even hit manufacturing because it's an enchantment, but it hits this, and the wording on this is not when it dies, or it's put into the graveyard, when this leaves the battlefield. So everything kind of works. It's always like the premium one, the premium version of this effect. I remember there was like a beetle. Man, it was a 3 mana 2/2 or something that drew a card and life gained. Man, we played with this on the channel. I still remember like the Titan deck with this, and some Circle of Summoning or whatever the name was that kept blinking your stuff every turn. Man, we played this type of stuff and it went great, I remember. Man, the standard got so quick right now. So what do we go for? Well, probably I shouldn't play this land because I think I will draw a card. We can also bounce those and hit... You know what? I think this might be the play. We get this guy, and what is the second one? I think this because we get good value. The most important part is that this is already 4 damage, and we also have a flyer. They will remove 2 of those. But not all of them, and they are down to 4. So for example, just so you get the idea, an Overlord from the top will win the game. I don't think it will be enough, but this is a good angle to have basically a chance at literally like auto-win top deck. We probably won't hit it. I think that, you know, I guess we have 3 Overlords, but 3 out of 39 is pretty low value. It's 1 to 13, so it's what, like 5, 6, like 7% or something. But 7% to win the game that is actually completely over is something, you know. You would be surprised how often we can win the game like this. Well, you probably won't. It will be like 7%, but you get the idea. And here's the Star Cage that we expected, and that's probably, what, 12 damage? I mean, it's not fully enough. This, it's a little bit more. Maybe? I mean, they are tapped. I'm not sure if that's exactly 9 tokens. I didn't count. I think it's 8, but maybe it's more. I think this is the 8th one, and this is the 9th, and this is the 10th. I think it's a little bit more, right? I honestly enjoyed this game. We were a little bit slow. Like, we needed a bit faster draw, or our opponent to not go so crazy with the manufacturing. And I love this so much. Okay, I'll take it. This card is so perfect. We just need to hit single land and we are set for next few turns. And I think with Esper Origins we should be able to get it. A little bit risky play, but I think the payout is so ridiculously good that it's so worth it. I mean, we can just go like this, right? We will shuffle the other card. I guess this is a basic, so we can take it from the deck later with like Fenrir, which makes our deck a little bit better. We don't need more lands later, we just need value cards. So far it seems to be perfect. And this is a mountain, so we can play like this. Now we get not only a ramp, but also land for the next turn. Man, I'm so proud how we managed this early game. It's such a perfect smooth start. And yeah, then we'll get to this absolutely beastly, you know, mid game where we get tons of cards. We start hitting Smuggler surprises soon. We probably will have to Into the Flood Maw, which is a little bit scary. I think it's Esper Origins into the Flood Maw. If they replace Synthesizer, then we can get 6. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. Let's go. Let's try to draw something. That would be nice. Oh! Okay. Sure. I can work with this. And they didn't see Abrade, which is super important. Now we gift a fish, but we want to do it. It's not like they have a counter spell, and even if they do, that means they cannot play something that triggers Synthesizer. So we do it on their turn, so the fish is tapped. I think when you gift a tapped fish, that means we can swing for 4. That's better, you know? This was the... Man, I feel that we are just nailing this game. And our opponent can roll the dice and win anyway. Right? Did you roll right? Well, they actually rolled very nice. Now we can go Marang. That puts a lot of pressure on our opponent. So I think what we will do here is start with Marang. This is very expensive for them. So they can replay it, but then they cannot play Synthesizer. And as you can see, because this is not really a creature, we are not getting it back. Okay, I hope they will replay it, to be honest. Oh, they want to play the land. Right, that means they missed the land, probably. And they went for Synthesizer, which opens some nice possibilities. Alright, I'm pretty happy with this one. Yeah, so basically I wanted to bounce the snare to bait them into paying more, because we have very good answers for it. And with Smuggler Surprise, it just gets better. Okay, this is on cast, right? No, enters. Oh, that's good. That's actually so perfect. So we could go Fenrir into 8, but they will play the snare. Which means Smuggler Surprise and drawing 2 cards probably. So it will be 3-4 mana into Abrade at the end step. That's good. Yeah, I think we kind of have everything figured out, guys. We will deal a ton of damage. The other type of play would be to keep playing Marangs and bouncing, but then we are losing 1 Marang, so I don't think it's perfect. If they had second 3-drop, then yes. We would push more damage, but you know. Okay, so now we go for Abrade. Man, it's going perfect so far. Now they don't get the creature they really counted on. Of course, they target Marang. And now is Smuggler surprise. And we protect it. So they kinda wasted the whole turn. That's why we wanted to bait this play. Look how ridiculously good it is. And now we get more creatures so we can push more damage. And then they cannot race us because they are way too slow. The Relic, sure. Yeah, they can sacrifice. Okay, this is... Man, I think we won. Do we go for the Overlord? This will be 10 damage. They probably cannot kill us in time. We could also dabber Fenrir, which is really strong too. This will be what, 6 damage? But no, this is more. This is actually more damage. And if they try to remove it with Snare, then we can Abrade and get it back again. And 4 damage, and that will be lethal, I believe. And close to. I thought it would be around 4, it's 6. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. I think we got them exactly where we wanted them. They made some bad plays, which seemed very good until you know what we have in the hand. And yeah, this is fine. Especially that it taps their only blue mana, and this deck needs blue mana. Believe me, I played with this deck. When you miss the color, suddenly you are not a synthesizer deck. And this is really nice. We get it back. Man, we can even make a better play. We could Marang. Get this back. Yeah, man, this is perfection. This is actual perfection. Let's go for it. And they cannot kill us in one turn. So we want to bounce it. Every time we do it, they basically get hit for 4 damage to the face. And there it is, the deck in full glory. And I have to say that it's a very fun way to play Magic because you have those huge creatures. With Smuggler's Surprise you can always, you know, make some wild plays. And when you drop this at the end step and then follow up with like good play on your turn with Calamity or something, like this is ridiculous. Of course, this is a big chunk of the strategy. We didn't really showcase it. It's hard to hit, very often gets answered, sometimes even discarded. So, you know, not easy to make it work. Usually you end the game with just Overlords and Marangs, just with pure raw stats, and you can kinda protect those creatures with Smuggler's Surprise, so pretty decent, and I love Fenrir and Esper Origins in every deck I try them in. So this is of course best of 3 list, so we have the full sideboard, and to be absolutely honest, after trying the deck, it seems more of a best of 3 deck. I didn't have too much success in best of 1, I would normally like derank with it, so it feels a little bit vulnerable on mono red. Like you have answers, ill-timed explosion, Abrade, Into the Flood Maw, but generally if you are on the draw and I have very good curve, you will remove one of those creatures and the rest will just hit your face. And before you can, you know, win the game, this deck isn't super crazy quick at closing games, so usually you need to defend for a moment. I think that's one of the big weaknesses. Against control decks, it can be a little bit closer because you have Cavern of Souls and the Village, which is untapped in this deck thanks to Mountains, so you can actually make spells that are uncounterable, so that can be a very interesting game. But yeah, I didn't have as much success in best of 1 with it, so probably wouldn't recommend it for like grinding the rank, but very fun deck, so I hope you enjoyed it. And I mean, on tournament scene, you've seen the result. I think it was like top 40th deck or something. Everything else was showcased already, like it's Vivi, Monored, Dimir, and you know, like the usual suspects. So this one is the only top 40 deck that was interesting to showcase. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to all the patrons that allow us to make content every single day, so we can enjoy Magic. Thank you guys so much for it. And that's it, guys. That's all I have for today. Hope it was fun, and see you guys tomorrow.